India Today's Gaurav Sawant, who's been on the ground over the past 16 days, has sent us this report from the Gaza border.
Day 15 of Israel's war on Hamas terror, and Israel continues to pound multiple locations along North Gaza Strip, where we are barely a kilometer from the Gaza Strip. Right behind me, you can see plumes of smoke rising as Israeli Air Force pounds the Gaza Strip. You can hear the helicopters on top, keeping a hawk eye on every development. So the drones, they paint a target. The moment they paint the target, the fighter jets bomb that location, as does the artillery, using precision guided munition. And for a moment, I want you to see those plumes of smoke that are rising there. This is where Israel's artillery is now pounding the Gaza Strip. You can also hear machine gun fire, and this is to ensure that Hamas, the terrorists, they keep their heads down as Israeli forces now make shallow incursions inside the Gaza Strip. The aim is to soften the target from air and from ground. Artillery and aircraft both softening target for ground forces to move in. The staccato of the machine gun that you hear behind me is also to ensure that Hamas terrorists retreat from an area where Israeli forces are gradually moving forward. So very systematically, the Israeli ground forces seem to be moving forward, inch by inch, taking control of territory. The aim, as Israel's defense minister told his forces, was to ensure that Hamas does not pose a threat not just to southern Israel, but even in the Gaza Strip. The aim is to decimate the Hamas completely as a ruling entity at Palestine, at the Gaza Strip, also as a terrorist organization. And that is where you see systematic targeting of what Israel says are strongholds of Hamas in the Gaza Strip, asking civilians to move to the southern part of the Gaza Strip. So right behind me, you have North Gaza being targeted, civilians being asked to move south of Wadi Gaza River. That's where the supply is also coming in from the Rafah border, from the Egyptian side, but just 20 trucks with food, medicines and water. Israel is very uncomfortable about fuel being provided to these people. While fuel is required for hospitals to generate electricity, but the apprehension is that fuel may be used by Hamas terrorists to wage war against Israel. So Israel keeping a hawk eye on all aid that's also coming into the Gaza Strip, saying that yes, some supplies can be made, but only for civilians, all incumbent on Israel getting access, the International Red Cross Society getting access to Israel's hostages, 200 plus in custody of Hamas terrorists. On ground zero, this battle saw a brief lull, but massive pounding of Hamas strongholds in North Gaza. Gaurav Sawant, close to the Gaza Strip in southern Israel, for India Today.